Hello folks. Right, from the recent videos, one thing that just came to mind is that a lot of people would say, yeah, but you're talking about the perfect church. When you're talking about a church led by God, when you're talking about the teacher and the worship all being led by God, so that the worship is setting up the teaching, yeah, or getting people ready for that and to receive, then you're talking about the perfect church. Okay? Even if I was, which I'm not, but even if I was, that would be a good thing, because that's what we should be aiming for. But is that the perfect church? No. No. I mentioned in other things today that the church has to be a church which can cater for babies, for adolescents and for mature. At the moment it only caters for babies. So, yeah, there's, having teaching and worship led by God, yeah, that's only the beginning. You have to have the whole thing led by God. The whole thing. Every part of it led by God. Designed completely by God. Then you're getting close to what a perfect church would be. Now, to me, that isn't complicated in any way, shape or form. It really, really isn't. Yeah, I mean, COVID was the perfect chance for churches to shut up shop and to get with God, to receive from God what He wants that church to be, and to do things according to His way, His will, His planning, His system. Did they do it? No. But they had all the time in the world to do it at that point in time, did they? And it's, to me, it's, what a wasted opportunity that was. That was an incredible opportunity for individuals and churches to get right with God, because there was time to do it then. All that time that people were saying we don't have, you had. Yeah, and now we're in the situation again where people don't have time, because they got back to life. Yeah, so it's like, okay, yeah. But with all that, it most certainly is possible, yes. Yeah, and it shouldn't take long to get a church exactly how God wants it. The problem is, will it be risky? Yeah. Will it be scary? Yeah. Will it need people to have incredible faith? Yes. Yeah. It would need people to be ready to change. Need people to be ready to do whatever was necessary. And to do things according to His will, His way. And to forget your own understanding. To forget the ways that you've been taught and the ways you understand. Forget all of that. And just be led and guided by Him to do things according to His way, His will. You're going to be brave to do that. Very brave. Because there will be people that as soon as you start to struggle, they're going to be on you from other churches. See, we told you shouldn't do things that way. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. There'll be people waiting for you to fail. Yeah. Well, because your success threatens what they're doing. If you try that and you succeed, you threaten what they're doing. So they want you to fail. They don't want you to succeed. Now, of course, people having the understanding that churches could want another church to fail, yeah, they could. Yeah. Yeah, they want it to be demonic. Because if they can say it's demonic, it means that they don't have to do it. Because part of the understanding of a perfect church is this is the perfect church for here. For this place, these people. What you need to do is go to God about the perfect church for you, for your area, for your people. And of course, yeah. Are they going to be willing to take that risk even when someone else has? No. No, that's what I say at the moment. I don't see people that are willing to do that in any way, shape or form. I don't know of anyone who... I mean, there will be people who are willing to do it, of course. But I can only say what I see, and what I see is that I don't know anyone who I can say, would do that, because I don't know anyone who will do that. But are there people that will? Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. There are people that are probably waiting on God for God to tell them to do it, and then they will do it. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, well, I've said before that if God moves me to the place I believe He's going to move me to, then we're going to do that there. Yeah. I believe fully that if God moves me to that place, and the place has what I believe God wants that place to have, that's going to cater for the needs for the next few years, that that place will become a version of a church that's led completely and utterly by God, and that will cater for the people that are there at whatever level they're at. How? I don't know. I'm not even going to try and guess how, because of the fact I'm not there. The people that are going to be part of it aren't there, so I can't say what that place and what that people will need, because I'm not there. But one thing's a certainty, is that that's going to be, yeah, if there was any chance of doing that, oh my God, yeah, that would just be absolutely beautiful, gorgeous to do. Because I've spoken about the church for long enough. It'd be lovely to put everything that God has been speaking to me about into practice. It'd be lovely to do that. Yeah. And to start from the beginning with one. That'd be gorgeous to do. But how long that's going to take, and all the timing of that, I've got no idea. That could be a year away, 2 years away, 3 years away. I've got no idea. And again, whether I'm going to be the one doing it, or I'm going to be the one helping someone to do it, or supporting someone who's doing it, I don't know. Well, because all of that is, that's in His hands, and it's in His will. I mean, it would just be such an honour to be part of that. But the whole idea of a perfect church being unattainable, it isn't. Because we have a perfect God. And if we can learn to be led, and that really is what all these videos are about, is that I'm learning to be led. Do I get it right every time? No, but that's the point. I'm learning to be led on here, rather than learning to be led, in the actual ministry, and that is beautiful. It's an honour to have that, and as I've said, it's completely the case that I was speaking to God earlier about it, that on this channel I'm willing to be open, and I'm willing to have even some of the worst pain I go through be on video. Some of the most painful experiences that I've had, October the 24th, on video. Why? So that people can see. People can see the journey. People can see God working. And that's the point. The way to evangelise isn't go out and preaching to people. It's about people seeing God working in your life. See God changing you, and then they want that. That's got to be the whole point. So to get to that point of a perfect church, you have to understand who He is, who you are. You have to understand that you are perfect, not because you behave perfectly, but because He sees you through the righteousness of Yeshua, so you are completely righteous. He sees you as perfect because you've never sinned in His view, because He's always seen you through the blood. So once you start seeing yourself in that way, in those ways, you can start walking according to that, and you can learn to be led. Because once you learn more about his nature and who Father is, and you become more like that, then you're easier for him to train, for him to lead. And then everything that wasn't possible now is. And that's the thing. That's what we try. That's what we should be trying to reach. Everything that was impossible now is possible. And to keep on raising that bar. As I said before, it's about pointing to him. It's always about pointing to Father. And the more you raise the bar, the more you point to him. Because the more you raise the bar, the more you're showing him to everyone else. To the people that are in church that don't really have him, that know of him but don't know him, and to the world that doesn't even know of him. And the more you show him, the more they are going to want him in their lives. And that's what it's all about. As I said, evangelism is not really about, it's not going to be about preaching anymore. It's going to be about living it out. Because if you live it out, you don't need to tell people, you're showing people. People have heard enough, they haven't seen enough. They don't need to hear it anymore, they need to see it. And that's what God intends to be the case. So, perfect church attainable? Yeah. If people are willing to be led, and the more they're willing to change to be led, the more chance there is of a perfect church. It is up to the people. But God can't provide a perfect church without people being willing or being in a position where they can see that and where they can live that. And I say it really isn't about your perfection, it's about his perfection. But it has to be about giving it all over to him. Giving control to him. Completely and utterly. If we can do that, all things are possible. So there you go. You take care. God bless. Speak to you soon. Bye.